What up, world? It's your boy Big Seven. I am back with another one. Been away for a little while, but wanted to get back on it like I always do. I appreciate the people who still rocking with me. I still appreciate the people who might have, unsubscribed and do whatever they did. I can't control the world, but I still love everybody. I hope everybody's still doing the shadow work. I hope everybody's still continuing to trying to elevate and get to where they need to get to in life and do whatever's needed to make their life better and get on the right track to get to where they need to get to in life. Without further ado, let's get to it. Guys, people with bad intentions. 80% of the world, I would say even 90% of the world, but I'll give us an 80%. 80% of the world are people with bad intentions. Relationships and friendships don't work out because 80% of them are people who are trying to elevate and capitalize off another person. The reason why the people that came up against you couldn't work is because they had bad intentions. You had good intentions. Your heart was pure. Your mind was pure. Your intentions were pure. Bad intended people are trying to capitalize off of good intentional people. When you have good intentions and you work within your higher self, you work on a high vibing level. You're always using your own creativity to elevate yourself. See, bad intentional people who work in a low vibrational state, they need good people. They need good people with good intentions to thrive because they don't have any creativity to elevate themselves. See, they elevate off of other people. The problem what's happening right now is when they came up against you, you exposed that within them. So now that you expose them, the world is starting to see them for who they are. They can't elevate off of nobody no more because God is exposing exactly who they are. So when they try to come into anybody's life who has pure intentions, good intentions, and know what they want, knows how to go after what they want, doing the right things to go after those things, they can't play them because God has shined a light on who they are. So when they try to come into their lives, they see exactly what they are. Most of the people with good intentions that they had in their life are dropping them anyway. So the people that you had to deal with that tried to come up against you and tried to make you out to look like something that you weren't are being exposed for exactly who they are. They are mad at you because of this. Because you spoke truth. That's all you did was you spoke truth. So now they are trying to do one or two things. They're trying to get back to you to destroy you. Or they're trying to gossip and run your name into the ground. They're hoping one of those things work. So they're praying that they can try to fake and act like they're a changed person in your face without even apologizing or taking accountability for what they have done to you. They're just trying to make it look like, oh, I'm a changed person, and they think that that's going to buy you back some way. But it's not. But they're hoping one of these things work, where they can go out and slander your name and say a bunch of lies on you, and they think a lot of people will start to catch on and think that it's true. But a lot of people that they're talking to don't even know you. That's one. Two, the people that they're talking to that do know you, they already know that those are lies. So it does not work because the people that they're talking to that don't know you simply don't care. Because it's like, I don't know this person to even care about what you're saying about them. That's one. And then two, I don't even feel like you're telling the truth because I don't know the person. So that's two. The other people that do know you know you're not like that, so they know that this person is simply hating because they could not get over on you. They cannot run their game and their tricks and their lies on you. This is why I said it's so good to have a pure heart and a pure mind, because you're getting yourself blessed. Your blessings are coming from your own creativity. This is why people don't understand why you get whatever you want. Chosen ones get whatever they want because their creativity comes from having a pure heart. They're so pure-hearted, they're so ready to give back and love and do what they need to do that they're creating their own blessings. See, bad intending people don't know how to do that because they're so busy trying to live behind the scenes. Their real them is hiding behind the scenes. So they only show you the false them. They put on this mask and this facade and pretend like they're this great person when they're not. And that's what's killing them, because the real them that's hiding behind in the shadows is how they're truly living behind the scenes. So when they're trying to show you some fake false person that's, oh, I'm just amazing and I'm good and I'm loving and I'm this, people start to see the results of their true life. Because your true life shows. Regardless of how you're trying to make yourself look and you trying to make people see you, the true you always has to show, because the results of how you're truly living behind the scenes always comes to the forefront. So it's hard to be false unless you got the means to be false. And most people with bad intentions don't have the means on their own. They don't have the creativity to go and create the life that they want for real in real life on their own. So the real results of how they're truly living always come to the forefront because they don't have the intentions and the pure heart to go and create the real life that they want. This is why I say these people are struggling in the background, because their intentions are so bad. They're only hooking up with people with bad intentions like them. So now they're clashing because the person that they're hooking up with, they're hoping to elevate off of their back, to chase their creativity, to try to elevate off of them. But you only can chase a person who has creativity to elevate on them. God is not giving them anybody with their own creativity. They're giving them people that are just like them with bad intentions who are trying to elevate off of them too. So when they come together with a person who has bad intentions just like them, they're clashing because y'all are both doing the same thing. You're trying to elevate off the backs of each other. And you can't elevate off the backs of each other because you both don't have any creativity to get anywhere. So you both are staying stuck because your creativity is keeping you stuck because you have none. In order to elevate, you have to have the creativity to elevate. In order to change, you have to have the effort and the drive in you to change. If you have none and all you do is pretend, that is what you're going to get. Nothing comes out of pretending. Because pretending is false. So how can it grow if it's false? Nothing false grows. So when I tell you 80% of these people are out here doing that, you can see it, because when you actually link up with them and you see their true way of living, then you see that they have no creativity. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't really have a person. They're just trying to make it look like, oh, I got people on me. This is what people ultimately want to do. They want to make it look like they're important. Oh, people listen to me. People are on me. I got a bunch of men come chasing me. I got a bunch of girls chasing me. When really they don't have none of that stuff. And if they do got people chasing them, it's only people that they don't want. But they want to make it look like those people that they don't actually want are somebody. So it make it look like they're really somebody. Like, oh, somebody's chasing me. That's why they can't elevate. They're stuck in a rut. So they keep trying to come back and cause strife in your situation because they want to either kill you or get back into your life. They want whatever you got going to die so they can somehow sneak back into your life and try to gain off of your creativity again. Because they have nothing going for themselves. They're lost. They're praying for someone like you or you to come back. Praying. They're literally lost because they only have bad intentions. And they're not looking to change those bad intentions because they're too ego-driven. See, when you're ego-driven, all you think that everything you're doing is right. You're too ego-driven to listen. See, they hate you because you're not ego-driven. You listen to what you need to listen to get to where you need to get to. You pay attention to what you need to pay attention to get to where you need to get to. See, they only faked like they were like that. They were like you when they were with you. They never was like that. And you started to see it slowly and slowly, more and more. You started to see that they had no creativity. They didn't want to do nothing for themselves. Sitting over there with a junky house. Just complaining about nothing, everything, and don't do nothing about it. How are you complaining when you have the ability to do what you need to do about what you're complaining about and you still don't do it? Your house is dirty. Clean it. Your job, you don't like your job. Get away from it. Go apply for some other jobs that are on your level though. And if you can elevate higher, try. But if you don't try, you don't get. They just sitting there complaining about every single little thing and wondering why they're not elevating. Because complaining gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. So now these people are looking at you and they're seeing you thrive, but their ego was telling them that they were going to be everything and you were going to fall to the wayside because you somehow needed them. But in that situation, friendship or relationship, they watched you. You didn't need nothing. They were watching you. And every time you gave them advice, they acted like they didn't need it, but they used it because they knew they needed it. But their ego and their pride was too high to ever act like they actually took your advice because they wanted people to see them as the one that was creative. And they wasn't. They have no creativeness. This is why they're trying to start fights with you because they're hoping that you might say something that'll help them. They're hoping that they might spark an argument and you might actually be, you're happy about the argument and try to come back. This is what they're trying every little thing, but they can't get a rise out of you. Your elevation has taken you to a place where nonsense doesn't live in your life anymore. So now your character has risen. They're not even, they're still stuck in the position to where you left them. See, they're still stuck on the way you were when you was with them when you left. They don't know you now, but they keep believing that you're the same you. So they're going to keep attacking you with the same type of attacks that don't work anymore. And that's why I keep telling people that these people in the past and these people that come up against you that just like the people in the past, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. Because the people that are coming up against you that are new, that are just like those people in the past, are exposing themselves and hurting themselves already. Because now everybody can see them. Everybody can see them. And even if they choose to mess with them, they're not going to mess with them in a real way. Because they can see what they're truly about. And that's all because of coming up against you and trying to harm you. This is how powerful God is. This is why I tell people, you gotta keep rolling. You gotta keep rolling with our Lord, man. He'll show you all of the things that you need to see in a person. Now you see bad intended people from a mile away, and they cannot touch you, and they are mad. They hate the fact that they cannot touch you, because you see everything that's going on from a mile away. And even if you interact with them, you already know what their interaction is for. So now it's like they keep on trying, but you don't budge at what they trying to give you. And it hurts them because they keep thinking that you gonna budge and you gonna say something, or you gonna try, or you gonna try to chase, or you gonna try to fight to be in their life or do something, and you don't. And then they back at square one because they don't have any creativity. They don't have none of it. They're not creative. They love being stuck and acting like they something that they're not. That's not creativity. Creativity is when you're making something out of nothing. When you're putting the effort into to watch it grow. It's like a flower. When it's a seed, you put that seed into the ground, you see nothing. But when you start putting water on that seed starts to sprout. You see that little leaf come out of the ground, right? And you water it a little bit more, the little head of that flower starts to poke out of that little leaf. You water it a little bit more, it gets more of the head of the flower poking out. That's you. Because in everything that you do, you water. They don't water. They just, everything that they do, they put that ego to it. So when they come up to do something, they think that ego and pride is going to buy them whatever they need. And it's not. So every time they come up against them, they go, I got this. Oh, you should look at me like this. Oh, I'm like this. And they don't have a good personality or good energy to them. So no one, since you left and exposed everything about them, no one wants to be around that. People want joy and peace around them. They don't want somebody who's trying to figure out how they can play you, or trying to figure out how they can elevate and only they can elevate by themselves, or pushing you away but swearing they love you and stuff. No one wants that type of energy. And somebody acting like they hate you but swearing they love you at the same time. Like, all your whole actions is showing me that you hate me, but yet you telling people that you was just so in love with me that you tried to do the best. Like, when? Nobody's going for that energy no more. So people are exposing themselves because people already can feel, the good people with good intentions and creativity can feel those bad intentional people coming from a mile away. This is it's a new time. And that's what I was saying way back then when I said things are changing. Things are going to get really rough for people with bad intentions. Narcissistic type people are falling to the wayside because no one wants no selfish person in their life no more. And these relationships are dying because more and more people who are about something are only allowing people who are about something in their life. So these selfish people are starting to get more and more exposed because when you ain't about something, I ain't got to keep you. So now people are coming into these situations, whether it be friendship or relationship, and they're given a trial session. And the trial session is allow you to be in my life and show me who you are. And most of these people that are selfish are so dumb that they start showing themselves their true colors, and you can see the red flags because you've seen the red flags before, and now you know how to spot the red flags even sooner in a relationship or friendship than ever because you've already seen them for so long. So now these people today, you can see the red flags because people have seen them. So they can teach them. The younger people in this generation are starting to catch on. So now it's like, hey, all these relationships are dying because there's 80 to 90% of people who are just trying to play games. They're just trying to play games. So now it's like, man, you just came to my life to try to destroy me, pick me apart, take all my money, lie to me, do this while you cheating on me and doing all of this. Now you can spot that type of person from a mile away. So when they're in your life, you spotting it. You spotting it. You can spot it from a mile away because you know it. And then you teaching, these kids are being taught from a young age to follow it. So now it's like, you ain't catching me up. I'm not finna marry you. I ain't finna do all of this and get myself caught in some situation. So now these bad people with bad intentions, they don't know how to survive. They can't survive because they need people with good intentions to create their life. When you have good intentions and a pure heart and know what you're doing with your life, you're teaching the people with bad intentions, how to survive. They're not learning anything because they never hold on to it because their ego's too big. Their pride is too big to ever listen to anything you got to say. But behind the scenes, they're following you. But they think what they do is they just try to hop on your back. They never take what you say. They never take what you say and hold on to it. They never learn from it because they're only trying to hop on your back and have you carry them to the promised land. They're too lazy to actually carry themselves to the promised land and learn from what you're saying. They're too ego-driven to ever admit that they're actually learning from you. So now they don't learn from you. They just hop on your back in hopes that you're going to carry them. It's not happening no more. This is the worst time for selfish people. This is the worst time. Because now they're having to try to, live themselves. They don't have the best life. They're not happy. They're only running into relationships and friendships where people are selfish, self-centered, and trying to play them as well. They're lying to themselves, thinking that they're going to find somebody like you again. It's never going to happen because they're not trying to change to be a pure-hearted person, a good person with good intention. They're only trying to find a person with a pure heart, with good intentions to leech off of. That's all they're doing. That's why I say it's out here, be a good person. You don't have to want for nothing. If you pure-hearted, pure intentions, put in the effort to get where you need to, got good creativity, you're good. Most likely if you're high vibing, you got good creativity because you're good enough to figure it out. You're good enough to learn. You're good enough to do what you need to do to keep moving. So your creativity is always going to be on 100 because you're always going to figure out the things needed to be done to get to where you're trying to get to in life. Bad intentional people don't. Too ego-driven to try to learn. Too ego-driven to push themselves. Too ego-driven to try to put in the effort. Lie to people and lie to themselves like they're putting in the effort. They just want to look the part. They don't want to be the part. They want to look the part. So they do all of the things that'll make them look okay, look good, and act like how they need to act like that to make them look good in front of certain people, to make people look at them a certain way. But they don't put in the effort. And that's why people fall to the wayside. That's why people do not want them in their life because they start seeing the results and they start seeing that, noticing, hey, you ain't cut out. You ain't trying to do what you need to do. You ain't really trying to love the right way. You don't want to take this class for the right reason. You doing this so you can hop on this person. You doing this so you can hop on that person. You lying in your last relationship. You lied and you cheated and blamed the other person. In your last friendship, you stole money from your friends. And then acted like they was no good so you wouldn't look bad for stealing the money. It's manipulation at its finest. All these people are about is ego, manipulation, lies, and doing what they want to do. And that's why it don't last in their life because that is all they about. They never got a pure heart. They never out here sending love. They never out here connecting truly to God. They just think they know it all. They think they got it all. They read a couple of scriptures and try to act like they doing something, and they not. They doing the same stuff every day and running into the same people and wondering why it don't elevate, because bad can't push up bad. Bad cannot build bad. You're building a negative, you're just building a bigger negative. 25 plus negative 25 plus negative 10 is negative 35. It only adds another negative. It's only adding a bigger negative. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. You're not going up. You're still going backwards. And people think, oh, I add this negative to my life. Oh, maybe this will cut off some of my negative. No, you're just adding a bigger negative. And these people, they love to pretend. They love it. Pretending is them. This is why they're stuck right now. Their life is in pure shambles because they're praying. They're praying every night to God, like, God, bring this person back, because they can't find no one like you. See, when they left you, they thought it was all fun and games. They thought, when they was messing with that person at work, or they started messing with an ex again, they thought, it was all new. This ex bribed them with some money, or that person at work tried to give them the position, and they thought they was going to be good until they ran into those problems, and that ex was no good, didn't really have no money, or that person at work didn't have no power to even give them the position. Now they sitting back on their tail worrying about what you was doing because they know you didn't do nothing to hurt them. They don't dislike anything about you. They love everything about you. But they got to put on this facade. It's got to be fake. They put on this show, this fake, because they know what they did to you and they don't want to take accountability for it. And as long as they play the victim because they told everybody about you and they tried to lie on your name, they told everybody, 7 is this and 7 is that. So now they can't walk it back. They got to make it look good, and they got to continue to play the victim. Even though people know they lying, but they can't go back because they're too deep in. You know, they knee high in the lies. Their whole leg is immersed in the lies. So now they sitting back and they like, man, I didn't submerge myself all the way into these lies. How do I go back? Or how do I crawl back into this person's life with just faking it? Because they don't want to come and be like, you know what? I'm going to tell the truth in front of everybody. I'm going to tell them I lied. I'm going to tell them I did this. I'm going to get my life right. I'm going to, really do what I need to do to get on track. Because if they was going to do that, they would have done it by now. They haven't even talked to you. They still trying to act like they got a reason to be mad at you. And you don't even mess with them. You don't even talk to them. What's the reason to be mad at you for? You don't talk to them. They acted like they didn't like you. They acted like they didn't want you. They did everything in their power to try to hurt you. So you stop talking to them. Let them live their life. So what do they got to be mad at you for? Nothing. But they're still trying to find some reason. And there's no reason. There's no reason. All they're doing is sitting back and lying to themselves, telling people, man, this person was this. Man, this person was that. And people watching you elevate. This is what's killing them. Because people are watching you elevate while they got to hear lies from this person. They watching you live your life and how happy you are and how happy you've been since you left them and how pure your life seems with no drama, no arguing all of the time for things that you can't control, no arguing just to be arguing, no lies being told to you, no, I got to work this weekend, knowing they ain't really working. You ain't got to listen to none of that no more. You've been happy. No, I need this money for this and I need this, and they ain't really spending your money for that. They just taking your money to somebody else and spending on them. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You living a life. You chose to change yourself for the better. That's because God has always given you creativity to get out of situations that seem rough and hard. You get out of bad situations easy and you make it look like it's easy. And they can't. They stuck in a bunch of bad situations right now because they never had creativity until you came. Because they weren't the creativity. You were. You knew how to get out of situations. They don't. They still stuck in the stuff that you left them with. They still stuck on the same problems they had when they were with you. And they probably got worse. Because they don't know how to fix them. They got still messing with the past, the ex. And it got worse because now the ex want to be seen. Or they still messing with the co-worker at work. Going to church, making their life look like they so holy. Drinking their life away because they trying to get rid of the pain of not having you in their life. They don't know what they did when they left you. They thought they had fun and games when they left you. Now all of the bad intentions is showing because they only around bad intentions. All the people they hanging with got bad intentions like them. When has a person been good when they telling you to leave a good person? They telling you to leave a good person because they want to still be able to use you. How are they good for you? I want to use you, so you need to leave this good person who's giving you good ideas, who's going to sooner or later make you leave me, even though I am bad, but they going to make you leave me and disconnect with me, so I need you to cut off from this person. How is that person good for you? Family or not? They not. But bad intentions will make you think, oh, I need to keep these people around. They've been around for years. They my family and they this, and that. But where have you gotten with them? Have you ever elevated with them? Have they ever pushed you and built you and uplifted you to the top? No, every time you seem to get to the top, they seem to knock you down. Every time you get something that you truly love, they seem to try to take it out of your life. Right? So, where are you getting to? Where are you getting? No one's getting nowhere from your path. No one that tried to come up against you and still ain't learned their lesson is getting nowhere in their past. In your past. Because they ain't learned the lesson. They didn't care about the lesson. They knew what they needed to do. They knew what the lesson was, but they chose to keep on going up against you. They chose to keep on hurting you, even though God was showing them, you are not going to hurt this person. So either you change, get it right, try to get on the right path, or get out of this person's life. They didn't want to do neither. They wasn't going to change. They was too ego-driven to admit they had problems. So all they did was lie to themselves, lie to you, and try to keep you in their life while they were lying. Sitting here acting like they don't want you, but still trying to do things to keep you. Like, make that make sense. Oh, I don't want you, but oh yeah, come up in this room. Let's get it on. Oh, I don't want you, but how about we go on 1,000,000 trips and act like we together? But no, I don't want you. You ain't no good. And notice how they never let you until you put your foot down. So now you put your foot down and now they acting like they had to leave you. How they have to leave you when you put your foot down, when you put your boundaries up, when you stopped doing what they wanted you to do, when you said, no, you can't come around no more. Now they're acting like the people like they left you and they needed to be done with you. Like, how you done with me? So it took you 7, 8 years to be done with me? And you swore you was just been done? How? Make it make sense. It don't. This is why they can't connect to God, because God knows they got no intentions to do right, to change, and put effort into doing anything. All they do is lie and make it look like they did what they needed to do. Still lying to people, but faithfully acting in church, faithfully acting to God. No connection. You cannot connect to the Father unless you agree to do what you need to do. You do your part. That's when God steps in and does his part. There's no, I'm finna just do what I want to do in all this time and God's still going to take care of me. No, that's why they stuck, because they keep on trying to be how they want to be, take no accountability for their actions, and think God is going to take care of them. No, you left to your own understanding. Go and be by yourself. If you want to control your life, control it. But don't expect me to come and save you. People don't understand how God works. I've been living this thing for 30 years. Understanding my God. Clairvoyant, knowing what's coming. And then people come, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't do it. Well, why are you hating on my glow up? If I don't know what I'm talking about, why do I keep blowing up? If I don't know what I'm talking about, why does my life keep glowing up? And why do you keep falling apart? It don't make no sense. Because they want to keep lying to themselves. They want to keep acting like, oh, I'm this and I'm that. I'm that and I'm this. Trying to send slick shots to you, thinking that the slick shots is going to bring you back. You on a different level. Tell these people my level is not the same no more. I'm 10 steps higher. They don't want to believe you because it'll make them look like a fool. But the sad part about it is they already look like a fool. They're trying so hard to save face when things already have blown up. This is what I tell you when people worry so much about what other people think and say about them that they do not live their life right. The funny thing that has always happened to me is I remember this. Being my own person in school, I didn't care what people said about me. But you know what the funny thing was? Is I was able to still get popular. I was able to be the one most known by everybody. I was the one everybody wanted to know. I became the head guy on campus. Me. Not conforming to anybody's way. Not sitting here trying to be like anybody. Doing it my way. Didn't care how you looked at me. I brought a Bible to school. When I was immersed in the Bible, I was stuck in that thing. Because I wanted to be motivated to do right. Sitting in class, didn't care. Got on the team, the whole team loved me. One of the top backs in the state in 9th grade till I busted my knee. It went downhill, but I did it and I lived it and I loved it. 9th grade. Whole school loved me. I had girls everywhere chasing me. And did not have to conform. See, when you don't conform, God has a way of elevating you to the top anyway. See, people think they need to conform to society norms to elevate to the top. I got to elevate to the top, so I got to be like how they want me to be. No, you don't. Be you. Stop worrying about what they think. Take accountability for what you did. Stop lying. Stop cheating. Stop being a bad, intentional person. Raise your vibration. Put out what you want in return. Do the work. Look at everything that's going wrong in your life and see why it's going wrong. See where you are the common denominator and take yourself out of it. And start putting together effort after effort to elevate to the top. This is how we do it. But cut off the bad intentions from the good intention. Because if you still bad intentions and you still out here hurting, you still out here living a certain way, you're not going to elevate. That's how it is. Love yourself. Too many people don't. Like I said, there's 80 to 90% of people playing games. When you stop playing games, you can get to where I'm at. And I'm not saying financially, I'm saying mentally. Because mentally will get you to financially. This is what people don't get to. That it's all about this before this. But too many people are chasing this without this. So they get this. Raise your vibration. Become who you need to become who you want to be. Love the Lord. Love yourself. Love people. I guarantee you'll be where you need to be. And your happiness will be unbreakable. No one can hurt my happiness. I'm so happy on a daily basis. Like, I'm just too happy now. Because God has elevated my energy. I could care less if you give me what you giving me or if, I want something from you and you're not giving it to me. Don't change my happiness. Because I'm going to get whatever I need and whatever I want myself. So guys, that's the video. I hope you guys have continued to do the shadow work. Anybody need help? Like I said, continue to go on the videos, find what video can help you or what videos can help you. I'm sure everything has some type of message in it. So watch them all. I love you guys. I'm here for you if you need help. Anybody wants help with counseling, I'm here. I'll give you my prices when you hit me up. My Cash App will be left in the description box. Anybody want to donate to the channel? Donate. I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. I don't know when. I don't have a time limit or a time or a date or anything. But just know I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to finally make it. So send your friends, send your family, anybody I can help. Like I always say, I'm here to help. Love you guys. Hope you continue to do the shadow work. Continue to watch the videos. Continue to like, comment, and subscribe on the videos. And do your thing. Your boy, Big 7. I'm signing off. Go!